Here we go with a special blazing hot barn edition of America's Hot Barn Report, blasting out coast to coast and border to border. It's always our pleasure to have market analyst Brian Hoops, owner of Midwest Market Solutions, with locations blanketing the corn and beef belt. Now, Brian, I know you're a connoisseur of steak. I just had a dry-aged Delmonico off the Morgan Ranch in Nebraska at Maury's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The best steak I've ever ripped into. What's your favorite steakhouse, Brian, in America?
I was asking earlier, is there a bad steakhouse? I don't know that you can have a bad steak. But
Bonanza.
Bonanza.
They just closed the last one, so I won't get sued saying that. So, yeah. Now, back to our question, Brian. To put you on the spot, what is your favorite steakhouse?
I've kind of been digging the Longhorn Steakhouse down here in Springfield recently.
Okay.
Texas Roadhouse has some really good steak.
Right on, you bet.
But you know what? The best steak is still one that you grill at home. You buy from the farmer, put in your freezers, grill it at home. That's still the best.
I couldn't agree more, my friend. Now, Brian, you called your shot in August when cattle futures dropped a little bit by saying they'll be back, and they are back with vengeance, especially at sale barns in small town USA. 600-pound steers hit 308.50 yesterday at Faith Livestock Market. Had 540-pounders reach 327 at Torrington Livestock Market. Where do you see the meter going from here, and more importantly, why?
Well, yeah, I don't think we're at a real tipping point where this thing's going to fall apart anytime soon. But back in August, there was producers who were buying feeders, as you mentioned, paying $600 for those 600-pounders. And now that the market has rallied, there's opportunities to start locking in profits, start making some money on those and locking that in. So we're seeing quite a bit of that at these price levels. And that's put us on the little bit of defensive. You can see on the board prices, we're down pretty sharply. Some of that's some technical selling coming in the market, maybe some stops being ran under as prices worked below previous lows. But I don't think it's an indication that the top is in the market, but we're maybe not too far off. Packers had to cut their kills to get the box beef values to be propped up. They're looking to expand those kills, which will hurt the boxes, and it's going to also hurt some packer margins once they do that. So packer margins are in the black again, but may not be there for long. We did note yesterday that the sales of box beef were pretty disappointing. It was the smallest weekly holiday sales at only 343 loads since 2020, and we're down compared to last year by 4%. So when prices were cheaper, we sold a lot of boxes. Now that they're up at this price level, things are going to slow down. We're probably going to see prices not advance as quickly, but I don't think they're going to be ready to fall apart quite yet either.
Glad to hear it. Now, Brian, if someone wants to utilize your vast smarts and services, how do they reach you?
Well, we have 5 offices around the Midwest. You can find a list of them at our website, MidwestMarketSolutions.com.
Brian Hoops, always a pleasure. Thanks for being part of America's Hot Barn Report.
Great talking to you, Monty.